All right, here we are. Let's in the last video we just kind of went over the cabs a little bit, some of the creature comforts, some of the things that one machine has over the other versus yada yada yada. Y'all already know that. That's not anything different. Go to the dealer, they'll tell you everything that's great about them. I'm here to tell you what I've noticed running this machine and this one and others. So I've been running equipment pretty much all my life, and I've ran a lot of skid steers. I have tens of thousands of hours in skid steers. I mean, I'll put it to you this way. I'm in my mid-20s, and I got on my first skid steer when I was 8. So do that math. I've been running skid steers a long time, and always had a fascination with these machines. They've always had a special place in my heart for being one of the first pieces of equipment I've ever ran. Sorry, I needed my coffee. And now we're just going to kind of go over some of the things I've noticed running this machine and owning this machine, as well as running a Takeuchi. This is not the first Takeuchi I've ran, but it has been the first new one that I've ran. I've ran some other ones that were used, rentals, yada yada yada, but I haven't ever ran one that was fairly new. It wasn't necessarily always an apples and apples comparison, but this one was, and I've been nothing short of impressed actually with that machine. I have been very impressed with it, and it opened my eyes up quite a bit. But going back to this machine, so this machine weighs just short of 9,000 pounds with her bucket, and it is a very smooth machine. It's a good machine. It really has been. It's been very reliable for us. As I said, it's had 600 problem-free hours, and it has been great. It really has not had any problems, to be honest with you. And that might ask the question, Derek, why are we getting rid of it? And that unfortunately falls to serviceability from my dealer. I'm not going to say the dealer because I don't think it's right to blast their name, because I know they are good for other people, but they have not been that great for me. If you know the South Florida area, you can take a good guess about what dealer it is. So they have not held up their end of the bargain. For instance, I was told that this machine, when I bought it, had a bumper to bumper warranty, 2 years, 2,000 hours, whatever comes first. Mind you, I bought this machine brand new, also with the grapple that's in there. So when I was told it was a bumper to bumper warranty, what that implied is that everything between the front bumper and rear bumper would be covered by the dealer. We covered under warranty. God forbid something happens. Until something did happen. We had an O-ring in one of these fail, and we could not get our grapple unhooked. These have auto-releasing valves, so you just push in, and they're supposed to, as you can hear, release the pressure. Now, they're good in practice, and they made sense for us at the time. However, we had an issue. We could not get our grapple off. We made a phone call. It was well within warranty. And then I was sent a over $1,500 bill for it when they told me that, oh, no. That's not part of the machine. That's a wear item. And even though it's in between the two bumpers, we only cover it for 60 hours. At the time, this machine had less than 200 hours on it. And I was told that was my problem. I fought that bill for 6 months and said, absolutely not. I have a camera in front of my house. This is where the machine was when it got worked on, and I knew the mechanic personally who came and fixed it, because I've worked with a lot of those guys before, and he told me he was here for 15-20 minutes. And he left me that bag of O-rings that's still in there. That's why I laugh every time I see it. And yeah, that's what he told me. He said it was an O-ring in there that he replaced. Now, I'm not a mechanic. I don't know anything about hydraulics, really. I just understand how they work. So I took his word for it, and he said he also replaced one in my grapple. Said he was here for 15-20 minutes. Done. I don't know how true that is. I wasn't here. I just know when he got here and when I saw the service truck leave. He was here for less than 40 minutes. And that was the bill I got. And obviously I didn't pay it. I said absolutely not, and we worked it down to a reasonable amount I was willing to pay, but it was nowhere near the amount they billed me for. And that was what put the taste in my mouth of, yep, I'm done working with these guys. If you notice, there's no dealer stickers on this machine, because after that I ripped all of them off and said, I'm done giving you guys free advertising. I don't agree with you. So I'm not going to advertise you anymore. Then came Alta. These guys have been amazing, and that's why I really went with them for this demo, and why I do want to go with them for all my machine needs. They do all of our rentals already. We exclusively only deal with them for our rental machines, because everybody else is either more money or it's just not good of a deal at the end of the day. That's why we ended up demoing this machine from them. But I have ran other machines. I have ran the brand new John Deere 331s and 333s, and I have also ran the new Kubota, the new -3 75s, the 75-3s, and the 97-2s. And I can tell you that none of those machines even stacked up to this one, which is why they're not here. I liked this machine even though it is a smaller size than most of those, and that's why I kept it. We had the opportunity to trade this in already, and we chose not to, because comparing it to those other machines I mentioned previous, I didn't like them any more than I liked this one. And this was the devil I already knew. And as much as I didn't like my dealer, I knew the machine was reliable, and it had been reliable. So that's why we kept it. Now we're getting up to that point where our warranty's out. I wanted to get a new machine, and Alta's been happily providing us with all of our equipment. So they came up, and very good relationship with my sales rep and my same guys, my rental, and he said, "Hey, I can demo you a Takeuchi." And I said, "All right, when can you bring one down?" And he was like, "Well, I can have one over there tomorrow. You tell me when you want it." He brought this machine to me. It had 3 hours on it. It's brand new. It is brand new. And it now has 22 hours on it. And that's a lot for a demo, but we've been working it for the last few days, and it has been, it's been great. Super, super strong. And I mean, I have nothing but good things to say about it. It has not been bad. I've seen these machines with thousands of hours on them running every single day. Rental companies use them, and I know that for a lot of people go, "Oh man, rental companies use them," you know, because they use a lot of off brands. I don't want to say off brands, but they do use a lot of different brands that I wouldn't necessarily like, well, Case Equipment, for instance. But these Takeuchis, I have seen them firsthand take the whooping that people give them, and they just keep on going. So that's kind of why we ended up with this machine. And next we're just going to kind of go over things I've noticed between the two and what I like about it. So tune in for the fourth one. I'm trying to keep these videos limited. I don't want anything over 10 minutes. So you guys let me know what you think about these videos, and next we're going to talk about running both machines. So thank you guys.